Turn on, tune in, and do it fast. It's time for the Evercast. Are you ready to greet Ed, Rich, Crow, and Pete as they talk Evercade? Good times will never fade. Put away the switchblade, sheath the sword of Vienna. Stop the blaster master, there's no enemy below as we dip into euphoria. Turn on, tune in, and do it fast. It's time for the Evercast.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Evercade podcast with me and Pete and Crow, and Happy New Year 2026. And this is the first episode of 2026. And
there's a dancing squirrel.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it's the gun
it's
show.
A dancing squirrel.
I was dancing to the music when we were...
I love it. I don't know what he's doing, but
I don't either.
Man, AI today.
It's not. This is not AI. This is actually pulled right from a movie.
Oh, I know.
Like the 60s.
I'm just making a joke. Just making a joke. It's the chat. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. All right.
Whoa, got people putting a hammer down chat already.
Yeah.
May 2026 be better than 2025 to all. Yeah. Don't we say that every time? As people?
Well, it shouldn't be too hard in my case, as long as no more than 4 people die.
Yeah. But I mean, like, ultimately, I think everybody says that every year. It's like, yeah, nobody says 2025 is the best ever. I don't want 2026 to come. Unless you win.
Well, they might say something like, well, 2025 will be hard to beat.
Oh, that's true. Yep, that is true.
It's a different way of phrasing that.
Yeah. Well, I just want to continue to breathe in 2026.
Right.
Hey, that's your New Year's resolution.
Yeah, try to
Breathe.
get better from this cold, man, or this flu or whatever I have. Jesus.
Well,
So what's on the agenda today?
well,
I have no
let's see. Yeah, good question. Let's see who we have in the chat and kind of go from there. Hey, Lloyd, Jerem, Ballistic Coffee Boy, Genejoke, Immortal. We got Rasta. We got Dave. We got Retrocade Romp. And we got Disco. Well, so there really hasn't been much.
Genejoke says C64 game challenge.
Well,
No.
What's
fast?
the game? What's the game, Genejoke? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I was going to tell them how fast you could take fireworks and line them up between each of the carts and light them off. Let them explode. Oh, my God.
Iridium.
Iridium.
Well, that's not a bad one. I thought you were going to say something like Street Sports Soccer.
I tell you, it's funny. It's like with the more C60, I am going to make a video and I'm going to say why Atari 2600 or why Atari is better than C64, and I'm going to compare the games to each other that they have.
Well, I wouldn't disagree with that.
Me neither.
I think the Atari collections are better than the C64 collections.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean,
Without a doubt.
there are games. I like games. I like a lot of games on the C64 collections, but I think more of the Atari 2600 games are more playable these days than those games.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, well, that's why I tease Gene. I'm like, how am I supposed to take you seriously when you were happy with Sonic the Hedgehog at 50 hertz? I mean, we didn't know better.
but they didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Well, it's like when you grew up and you had like a small collection of games, like compared to back then. I had Friday the 13th. That was one of the first games we got for the
I like
NES.
that game.
And
I
I
like that
played
game.
that a lot, and now it's considered like one of the worst games.
I like that game. That was awesome because you never knew which cabin you went into that he would be in there. Because it went from third person, went from like side scrolling kind of to first person when you went into the cabins. It was kind of crazy.
There's that, and then just the more you play the game, like I remember trying to kill Jason, and I just never succeeded. But then wandering in the woods, and then just wandering in the woods one day, I just ran into his mother, was like, holy crap. I've been having this game for years. I didn't know this was here.
Yeah.
But that is, I guess a kind of good or bad problem. Like there's so many ways and so many more games now than when we did growing up, and so that does.
Well, yeah. Now you can make those comparisons. I don't think anybody was worried about 50 hertz versus hours back in the day.
Nobody really thought about those things back then.
Yeah.
Nobody really, like, you had the TV. You didn't think NTSC or PAL unless you dealt a lot with international stuff.
You thought about, how am I going to connect this? Like, that was the thing. Does mine have the RCA jacks or coax? I can remember screwing 2 screws and putting 2 little things in my...
Yeah, the prongs,
right? On a black and white TV.
I couldn't even tell you how many of those... I couldn't tell you how many of those things I actually have in a bucket somewhere.
I used to do that with a butter knife and a metal butter knife. It's
Oh yeah, just to screw it in. Yeah. Anything you could grab your hands on.
Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah,
I didn't have to do it too often though, because of the way my dad was. Like almost every TV had one of those attached, whether or not a system was hooked up to it or not.
Crazy. But somebody said he was worried about it. David, I personally wasn't happy with 50 hertz SNES games and imported the US one.
See, I think I may would have noticed because
it may be different over there. I mean, if you were in Europe over there and you were playing something like you knew, like, because Japanese stuff was NTSC too, and that was 60 hertz. So I wonder if maybe it was more on the forefront over there of their minds that this is not supposed to be playing like this. It's supposed to be faster.
Became aware.
How did you know about the difference though as a kid? Well, unless you're an adult, maybe.
So I can tell you that. So you can do you kind of remember playing like some PC games and playing some Commodore game like. The games weren't as smooth as a console. Like they feel like just like a little bit choppy, especially platformers, and kind of stiff. That's how you'd be able to tell.
The funny thing is, like with the C64, I never really knew because all the games we ever played on there were like US versions of the games. Like a lot of these, like the Epix games that are on these the C64 collections, those were the games I knew about. All the other games, I didn't know about because they just weren't released by the companies that we pretty much knew, like Electronic Arts and Accolade and Mindscape and whatever else. Daddy East had games on the C64 as well. Those were the ones I knew about. So a lot of these games that are on the C64 collection, they're just not familiar to me.
No, but I've also heard too that some of them, like I forget which collections, but it's like, yeah, those are some of the better ones, or some of the not as much.
Yeah, like what I was thinking is like you say platformers. I never really. There's only one platformer I remember playing on the C64, and that was a hacked version of Gianna Sisters, where it was hacked to be Super Mario Brothers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't even know. I didn't even know I was playing Gianna Sisters. I was just thought I was playing a Commodore 64 version of Mario Brothers.
Yeah, very few outside of Mario and a few games on the NES. A lot of them had frame rate issues. Back then, they were that's what you got used to playing. Like we were playing, it's like, oh, slow down here. Like, there's tons of those games on all the systems: SNES, Genesis, NES. It's crazy.
Yes. Nintendo had it well.
Atari,
had it
What's that?
So Nintendo had it the worst with the blinking, like when things would get so slow.
Well, yeah, because they could only have so many pixels on the screen, right? So different.
Are you talking? You're talking about the flickering,
like
flickering on screen.
Yes.
Yeah,
that game flickered.
Used to have it. The whole works.
Playing that on the Evercade, that game flickered way more than I ever remember it. So much so I couldn't even play it like on the Evercade.
Yeah, it is crazy, right? Like, but almost some games are almost unplayable when I go back and look, like what I tolerated as a kid versus what they are now. It's like,
another thing might be that it does that flickering might not have just been as apparent on a CRT TV back in the day. So it was more tolerable on those displays.
And if you play emulation, it's even worse on a lot of emulation.
And that's what we're getting on the Evercade is emulation.
Evercade,
so
that's why
it's way more visible when
Yeah.
Well, Evercade's missing that feature that most other emulators have, where you can set a sprite limit or you can set unlimited, and gets rid of that.
Yeah, because like if you can go in on any of the other like emulation machines, cheap Chinese machines, you can go into the settings and do that, right? Whereas Evercade's a pure emulation. But I find that my games flicker more on the Evercade NES games than I remembered. I could go back and check pretty quick. You just got to grab my cart and put it in the machine if I have it.
Well, at least it's better than like what Nintendo does with their emulation, where like when screens flash, they somehow have the emulation where it dulls that or something like that, so you're not actually getting the same experience.
Yeah, everybody gets always. Yeah, Nintendo doctors their stuff to make them look better.
No, that's why I tease Blaze that they're behind.
Or just less of a chance of somebody having an epileptic seizure.
Yeah, right.
Me personally, I love that flashing stuff. Yeah,
don't play Lamasoft then.
Yeah. It should have a big I'm surprised there's not a big disclaimer on the box.
It's brutal, man.
Do not play if you're prone to epileptic seizures.
Yeah.
Lamasoft, I've gone back and played Lamatron, but I really haven't had the desire to go back and play all those other games once I survived.
I just put my video out. I just played it this weekend, the past weekend, and there's some interesting stuff there. It is a wild collection, like a wild collection. That's what makes Evercade so awesome, to get these types of weird out there collections.
Once I saw there was a llama, so I wasn't aware of a lot of, maybe 75% of the games I'm not aware of on that.
Me,
but
I
know what they're going to be like.
But like, he must love llamas, goats, camels.
Yeah,
like he grew up in the African safari or in a zoo or something.
Well, no, just on a farm, I guess. You know, I don't know where in Europe actually.
I just want to know what type of farm has a llama, tons of goats, and camels. like he's infatuated by those. That's evident. But
it's very weird.
It was better than I thought it was going to be. It was much better than I thought it was going to be. That's for sure. But I still don't know how to quantify it.
Well, and they're not even the first Jeff Minter games that we got, because like Genejoke said, he mentioned Iridium. That's actually a Lamasoft Jeff Minter game.
Yeah.
They tested the water.
Is Insects in Space a Jeff Minter? I feel like that is a Jeff Minter game, but it might not be.
He's from the Midlands.
Minter is from the Midlands of the UK.
Here's my dilemma. Every time I want to play it, I just would rather play the Activision collection. That's kind of
you say that on every collection. The Activision wins in every conversation. Would you say that? Like, it's crazy.
I'm like,
and you're missing some of the best Activision games already. Like that's just the first taste. I take a Pitfall 2.
I hope we get that. I think we will.
I hope so.
I typed in Insects in Space into Google, and the AI overview is directing me to space bugs.
Oh gosh.
Like microbes found in outer space. Yeah, Tempest 2000, 3000 was.
That's how I know Jeff Minter.
And on PlayStation it was Tempest X3. But I remember Xbox 360 and I downloaded Space Giraffe, and that was a lot like Tempest 2000. But I don't know if there's anywhere else I could get that game.
Tempest, because I have Tempest 4000 on Steam. That actually I like better than the Atari's version of Tempest. It plays pretty well.
Yeah, I like that version more too. Yeah,
the Jaguar.
So his newer stuff, like Lamatron, his newer stuff is better. So I think like if he came out with games today, they would actually probably.
Oh yeah. I've noticed all his games, most of his games, except for the ones you have to use the menu to input numbers and shit. On that collection, they're all very playable. They're all very, very playable games that you could tell he was inspired by certain other games. And like his creativity is crazy. Like to just do what he did.
I was saying Space Giraffe was like I played that on Xbox 360. I don't know if it was available anywhere else. And he checked on Steam.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's on Steam. Space Giraffe. Not only is it on Steam, but I own it.
Well, there you can say that with everything, right? Like,
so if you like Tempest 2000, you gotta check out Space Giraffe.
Right. But yeah, I mean, you haven't played the collection yet, Crow, but I have. Like, I went
played
into
some
it.
of the
That's why I
games on there.
delayed it. I delayed playing that game forever, that collection, and I finally got in. And I gotta say, like, if like you probably won't watch the video, but I kind of got myself saying, like, there's a lot of playability in a lot of these games. They're just weird and highly creative. Like, there's a couple versions, like he does versions of same games, but you
Yes.
can see his progression as he made the better. Only a few he made worse, in my opinion. But I
Yeah.
mean,
Well,
at the end of the day, you could get a whole lot of gameplay out of that. If some kid only ever got that ever as a collection, they could get a lot of gameplay out of it.
I usually, after I finish a collection, go back and try to find your videos on that collection, because I don't
Cool.
watch them until after I play them.
Yeah, and I must say though, after playing it all, I kind of said, like, I always wanted more games on a collection. I always used to be a proponent of that. This was one where I got like
Too many
27
games.
is way too much. But I actually, at the end, I after I done my video, I went over and I wanted to make sure that there was no one after collection on the card, because I said I don't know if I want to do collection 2 of this.
I don't know if there
Except,
can
like,
be, to be honest.
but it was just it was and I'm like, this is the first video I did in two weeks, and I'm still sick, and I was like, I was just in this zen chill where nothing could kind of piss me off. I guess I was on some Buckley's mixture, cold medicine. Like, I just played it. It was okay. It was good.
I can't remember. Is it Lamasoft Collection 1, or is it just
No,
Lamasoft
that's why I
Collection?
said I made sure there was no one after the collection.
Oh,
It's just
okay,
collection.
okay.
Because with the
That's
one,
okay.
it infers the 2 someday, right?
It's, yeah, infers there could be a 2, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I like, would I recommend it? Absolutely. Like, it's like a low recommendation. Like, it's the lowest tier of recommendation for me. But I would probably recommend most Evercade collections that, like, Ed hates, because that's what makes Evercade awesome. It's this weird menagerie of great collections, off the ball collections, and weird stuff. Like, I'd be surprised how it sells. I wish we had sales data on the collections. That would be awesome.
Yes.
Actually, we should get sales data, because they're in England, and England does report their sales data for video games. They must be obliged to do that.
But is it for
I'm not
stores, or is it online as well?
Physical. They're physical. They are obliged to report by the government their sales, video game sales.
Yeah, but can we get access to it? That's
Yeah, I think it's public. You get a list. IGN reports it out. When IGN says top selling games in England or in Europe, and that, they, FIFA is always number one. That's the list. I don't know if it's publicly accessible. Maybe it's just media, but
no. The only thing that I can go by is what collections sell out. Amongst the main sites.
Gene just said it. Yeah, the physical sales charts gets a mention sometimes.
That would be cool. I will tell you that I like anything popular like Toplin, Neo Geo. Those will sell out. I've never seen a blue cart sell out. I'm talking about like Funstock, Songbird, and VGA. Like, they always have those in stock.
Yeah, they're obscure in the video games, right? Like I mean, you got computers of the 80s. They're popular. They have their niche of gamers, but it's video consoles was the bulk of sales.
What about Roguecraft? I've heard a lot of people say that was cart of the year for 25. I know for you it's Activision, but a lot of people like.
It wasn't for me, because I found that it very shallow game, Roguecraft.
But that's a blue cart.
Yeah,
That's
it's a blue cart,
yeah.
but very shallow. It's a roguelite, whatever, but it's a very not a great one. Like,
I have one issue with that game. And the big issue that I have with that game is it's very imbalanced. Like, you can have like half your life in one hit and die, and it's too random on when you get hit and when you don't. Like, it's too much. Like, for a roguelike, there's too much chance involved.
It's one of the most poorly designed roguelites in the modern era. Like, they get away with the fact that it's N64-esque looking, N64, like it's retro looking and stuff. But there's so many better games on the market that like have permanent progression that's actually beneficial to the player and stuff like that. Roguelite's one of my favorite genres now.
Yeah.
And I just think it was a good game. I'd give it a 5.5 out of 10. For me, Roguecraft, I think it's one of those games that's a darling for hipsters. But like, from a gamer's perspective, like, I played it a couple times and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to play it more, because there's nothing there for me to chase like other roguelites, like making my character better and fair, like Ed says, it's imbalanced as whole heck. Like,
Yeah.
and it cheats the player, which I don't like. Like, I don't mind if the balance is tough, but I feel it's fair, but it cheats the player too much.
Yeah, like when you feel like your like a death isn't always your fault.
Yeah, I think when I can do with some
Just like in
that,
real
Ed,
life.
some that's not my fault if I know it's a minority in my deaths, but this one feels like it's probably 50 to 60% of the time it's not my fault. I just got a bad dice roll, and the dice roll seems like it's missing some of the good numbers. Like it's got too many bad parts on the roll.
Right.
The RNG sucks in that game.
Yeah, that's kind of more what it is. I think for the combat, if the combat was maybe real time something, then it would be.
I think everything in the package is nice. It's just
Yeah.
how it's implemented, designed. I think it was rushed. I think they could have did more with it. Yeah, it's like I said, a low recommend for me. Like on the bottom tier. I would recommend Lamasoft more than Roadcraft. How
Ooh,
crazy is that, right?
that is, yeah.
Because Lamasoft, there's some games that you could sink a lot of time in just for fun, like the shooters and stuff like that. They're just fun. Once you get the mechanics, like they're just fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Gene,
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah, he does it on purpose.
I know he does. One of these days he'll join this. He'll be on his best behavior and be on this call with us.
Well, I'll have to reserve my decision for when I actually play it.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like it's just being honest with my perspective, right? Like that's basically it. That's
Well,
the
all
beauty
I'm
of
saying is like up
taking a
until
talking about
now,
game.
I heard nothing but good things about it. That's all I'll say.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, but I just feel like are you a big roguelike player? Like I am. Like I play a lot of roguelites, and I've been spoiled with some amazing roguelites in the last 10 years. Well, less than that, probably. What was the origination of roguelite?
Some.
Celeste.
I mean, I don't know. Like I played like a Robot Named Fight.
Oh,
That's the one.
Salt and
I played the
Sanctuary
most.
was one of the greatest roguelites ever made that nobody probably plays. But it's like if you ever play Ed, I recommended it to you. Did you ever get it on Steam?
Yeah, Crow got me that game. Yeah, it's awesome.
It's like, hey, but like it deserves more attention, right? That game.
It
I mean,
does.
you play as a cook with a frying pan. I mean, Jesus. Like, I mean, it's awesome, right? Like, I can remember talking about that game 5 years ago, and I'm like, oh, Salt and Sanctuary. Did you ever
Well,
make a
I've heard
sequel? I wonder.
I don't know, but I've heard about the game a long time ago, and I think it's just been in my wish list for like forever, and it's still there.
Yeah, I give Roadcraft like, yeah, it's like a 60 rated game. It could have been much more.
Yeah, it does lack that depth, like being able to like get permanent like level ups for your character.
Yeah, and not like progression so that you can get over the random deaths or the unluckiness of the game. And the bad design. Yeah,
But
that's all I want.
like leveling up. I mean, like you can do a roguelike without leveling up. What I heard.
No, yeah, you can.
What I'm expecting is like you get items, but then you could use those items in subsequent runs. Is that what we're talking
something?
Is that what possible? Yeah. So
No, yeah, that's what's needed. Like that progression is. Don't just think leveling. Think of, oh, now I have a better version of my axe. I'm just like, that's all.
Or you start every
whatever, right?
game. You start every game exactly the same, exactly the same as power, whatever. But the more you play, the more you gain the ability to lock other items. So, like in subsequent plays, you can unlock something that wouldn't be possible in earlier runs.
So funny.
That's how a Robot Named Fight is.
Yes.
Yeah.
But funny that it's called a roguelike, although it's not a roguecraft, but it's not really a roguelike because there is no progression unlocked. There's just achievements. So,
but do you unlock more items like that you can get later through later playthroughs that you couldn't get in earlier playthroughs?
It only has like Gene says, it only has progression. Doesn't have any progression outside of that. It's just individual runs, so you never know what you're going to get on the individual run.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
It's always the same. It's always the same.
So I like the way a Robot Named Fight works is like as you accomplish certain things, you might get achievements, but you also unlock certain items that you can then collect randomly in future runs. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that the way it works in Roguecraft, or no?
No, not at all.
That's what I'm saying.
So you know what's funny, Dave? I did. I looked up both. If you look at both definitions, they're very similar, and like how Steam like categorizes them. Like it's one of those things you could like debate to death.
Yeah, exactly.
Rogue,
And on its
roguelike
merits, I just said
is
what
a
I
game
don't like
like
about
Rogue. Yeah, there's like a whole like list of criteria for it to be a roguelike, which is based on like the rules of the game Rogue, I guess, from way back when. But if it only has some of those elements, but not all of them, then it's a roguelite.
I don't care about definitions. I'm just telling you what I didn't like about the game and why I
looking
wouldn't recommend
blurry?
it over
I don't
Lima
think
Soft.
I'm
That's
looking
Yeah, a
all.
little bit.
I don't when
I'm
I buy a
looking
game,
blurry.
I don't make sure it's identical to some random
wait.
definition that AI
I
or
know
some
why.
dweeb puts on the web.
I think I know
I
why.
don't care. But anyway, but Lamasoft, yeah, it's go play it. It's interesting.
I have my
Now, so that
I have
we're talking
Backblaze going.
collections, like rare collections. I haven't had the desire really to go back and play those Spectrum games mainly. Like the Battletoads Arcade is the best game on that card, I think, so far. But
Yeah, I think it's I'm hoping Rare 2 as the heavy hitters on it for me. Like that's what I really want.
Wait, what heavy hitters? To me, the heavy hitters are already on there.
No, on the next one, like Conquerors, Proper Conquerors, Banjo-Kazooie.
Battletoads. That was the one game.
Oh yeah, but that's not my favorite game.
But I don't know if I'd be interested in any of the Nintendo 64 rare games.
Oh, dude, that's where my interest lies. Like that's where I want. Like it's different, right, for everybody.
Those are the type of games I don't want to play.
Yeah, well, there you go. That's what makes video gaming awesome. Everybody has a different type. But I like, for me, it was the early years of Rare, which is really cool. But I want a more modern version of Rare. Well, not modern, but the 90s. Give me some Perfect Dark.
Yeah, they could do it right. So both like Perfect Dark and Banjo-Kazooie had like at least 30 frames a second, and that would be good.
I don't think they achieved that on N64.
No.
I think they were low 20s, if that. I think Perfect Dark was maybe 15 on N64.
Yeah.
But they were playable. Like they were still enjoyable, right? Like for what they were at the time. Remember playing Doom on a Super Nintendo? I was like 6 frames per second or something like that. It was crazy.
But in order for those games to get working on the Evercade, they're going to have to modify the ROMs, right? Or at least the emulation.
Well, they do that, though. They've done that before, right?
Well, yeah, but to do that for all those games, like...
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. There's a Rare 2 coming, so they gotta sell it. So Battletoads were their first big hit for that first one. So they're gonna have to have a different title that drives business for the second one.
Or at least throw Killer Instinct on there.
Yeah, that would be nice to see. Yeah, the first 2 Killer Instincts, the arcade versions.
Yes.
There you go. Like maybe it's a Killer Instinct and a Banjo, or Killer Instinct and a Perfect Dark, or something like that.
Yeah.
And I never even learned to play Killer Instinct, but I'd still be interested in seeing it.
Well, it's not hard to play.
Well, it is if you try to play it like Street Fighter.
Yeah, yeah. Killer Instinct was supposed to be the first Street Fighter killer.
Do you guys think that we may actually see, based upon Blaze's pattern of the Super Pockets, do you think we may actually see physical carts at Capcom next year?
I think
it's
so.
a possibility. I'm actually kind of surprised we haven't seen that already, because I thought that when the EXP originally came out and it had those Capcom games built into it, that eventually we would see like a Capcom collection, and that has not happened. So I don't know.
We've seen that.
I just don't think it would have happened. It would have happened by now. Because Capcom's been out a while.
Yeah, I think it would have happened by now. That's why I'm kind of confused. Like,
yeah, I'd love it. Like, see, the best Capcom games I loved back in the day were the Disney Capcom games. I thought they were awesome.
Yeah, that'd be really tough for them to get. Not only do you have to get Capcom, now you gotta get Disney involved.
Yeah, well, Disney's losing lots of money with Star Wars, so maybe they'll want to start whoring themselves out license-wise. But man, those Disney games were awesome, right? On the Capcom games.
you're talking about like DuckTales.
DuckTales,
Tails
Tailspin,
allowed.
Darkwing Duck, all those games, man.
Was the Chippendale game any
Yep.
good? I think it was.
Yeah, Rescue Rangers.
I never
one
played
and
that
two.
one.
Yeah,
Those
those
are all man. They didn't make very many bad games. Capcom back in that day.
Oh,
with
the
that
the early ones, yeah, like Mickey Mouse Capades.
Disney Afternoon. Yeah.
Well, that Disney
Adventure in
Castle of
Disneyland
Illusion.
or whatever.
You ever play Castle
That's
of Illusion on Genesis? That game's amazing.
I like the very first one I remember is Mickey Mouse Capades, and that's not a good game.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I'm talking about the good Capcom ones.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice, but maybe we'll get a physical copy of Capcom first.
Well, Disney needs money, right? Because I guess they're gearing up for the 50th anniversary of Star Wars in 2027, right? They got to be doing something big for that. So maybe they need money now. Put out some more bad movies.
Oh, the red carts. Yeah,
Capcom red carts would be great. Yeah, NES games were amazing.
Carts, purple carts, red carts or purple carts. I'll take both.
Oh, red carts. Their red carts were so much better. They're not known for arcade as much as they.
Oh, come on! Would you want an NES version of 1942 or an arcade version?
No, I don't even want 1942. I'm talking about other games. Yes, I would take the arcade version of 1942. Yes, yes, I will. Yes, I will take that one. Even though I prefer 1943.
Yeah, I'm just saying as an example. Did I freeze or did you freeze?
You were blurry there for a little bit too.
Yeah. I had back blaze going, so I had to pause that. So
yeah, it'll be crazy. Like a Capcom collection, I think I want something like if we didn't get it now, I don't think we're gonna get it. So I think I'd be okay with if we didn't get that to get like a Konami collection.
Yes,
like that. That would be awesome.
Definitely.
And the Castlevania games, I would love. I would love some Castlevania games, some Contra games. That would be cool. The Contra PS1 game, let's do that.
Really, that one, huh?
Why not? The first 3D.
You're talking about Legacy of War?
So I think it's Legacy of War. Yes, I don't have it, but I always wanted. Like, if I found it cheap, I would get it. Like,
I remember. I can't remember if I bought that or rented it and being like, "What the hell is this?"
I did like own it one time in my life. I think I owned it. And I may have borrowed it or rented it, but I thought I owned it. But I got lost in the what you do sometimes. You lose all your games.
It was interesting when Sean was in Evercast and he said like they couldn't do the Konami collection, but they could do like a Contra collection or they could do Castlevania if they were to get that. So I thought.
So they have to do the independent licenses of the titles of the IP.
Yeah.
Probably owned by different groups, right? Like it's probably a mess. It's got to be a mess, right? Konami's got to be a mess. Maybe we'll get the Pachinko collection from Konami because all they do now is make Pachinko games.
Contra and Friends.
Right? Would you guys be excited for an Indie Heroes or?
Jeez, of course, man.
Or are you kind of interested?
I'm just kind of always interested in seeing what they pull out next.
Yeah, because I'm not plugged into the indie scene like that much. Like I see what comes up on Steam, right? Like I like that's where I get all my indie games. Actually, most of my Switch collection is indie games, but I'm not plugged into everything. So Evercade allows to fill that gap for me. Where I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know this existed. It's like exactly. Remember we got the Intelligent Collection and we got the Princess game that ROM. I didn't know that existed, and I was pretty plugged in with the Intelligent Collection, Intelligent community, but I didn't know the kind of those other ones like this.
There's always stuff that you're not.
What word am I looking for here?
Well, I don't know, but you can do the same thing.
Not original games on a console.
Homebrew.
See,
homebrew. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry.
Blaze is missed opportunity. We need to see more of that. But like the problem though with like Indie Heroes is that it's kind of like it kind of like the same way with some of like the Jeff Minter and a lot of those other C64. Like it's unpolished. Like it feels like a game that you'd see in a competition. That's it's very amateur. That's the word I'm looking for.
Well, it depends. It really depends on who made it. I know there were a lot of games like that on the the earlier indie heroes, but there's a lot.
Yes.
Anything by Champ Games, which is what I was going to say. Like, I'm surprised that no homebrew Atari 2600 games has ever wound up in any of those.
Yeah, me too.
Because there's so many of them.
I think because it's even going to be harder now because Atari owns Atari Age, and they probably got some type of deal with a lot of those homebrews now, which is crazy. Like, that's why I was shocked that that Princess game made it on the Intelligent Collection. Like that was like shocking that homebrew made it there. But we do get a lot of indie games, right? Cathedral and all those games are all kind of indie games, right? So I want more of those.
That's the quality. That's why I'm not as excited for indie. Just give me the indie single or dual carts. You know, the better
quad cart or something like that.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. But yeah, I would do you view indie and homebrew games differently than retro releases in terms of value? I do, yes.
Yes.
I think I always said retro releases are a marketing play. It's the big marketing play because there's a built-in audience for the retro releases. Like everybody knows Jeff Midger, or everybody knows Activision, or every blah 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 blah. Right? It's easy marketing. But what I love is the retro and indie and homebrew because those are harder to market but awesome value if they're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's how I look at it. Every year you need the Duke Nukem, you need the Capcom, you need the whatever, right, to drive all the word of mouth and marketing and get the buzz. But I think the value's in the indie and homebrew.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. Like last year, what indie games did we get outside of Indie Heroes 4? Rowcraft.
Yep.
Indie Hero. So last year.
We got Indie Heroes 4 in February or whatever, January.
Are you saying last year? I mean 2025.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course. What other year would I mean when I say?
Well, sometimes you just forget that it's the new year. It's so early.
Oh, I'm not that forgetful. It's 2026, Crow.
Well, I'm still in 2025.
Yeah, I'm trying to look. I was like, oh.
Oh, Indie Heroes Collection 4. You mentioned that one.
That's
also,
what I mentioned.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. That one. No, that was it. And that was in Warcraft. That was it.
Yeah,
I was going to say like Metal Dragon Life of Mars, but that came out very end of 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was like I said, like it was very light on indie games last year.
Yeah.
Wow. We get spoiled in 2024.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, like Xenocrisis is like Gene was talking about Xenocrisis. Like I think I equate that to Skyrim. You could put that everywhere. They've put that everywhere, just like Skyrim. But yeah, I'm still having frame rate issues on their Terminator game. I'm trying to finish that for a second time. Still get frame rate issues on that.
I've seen mixed things on it. Like
it's showing off his Christmas cake. What? What Christmas cake?
Christmas cake.
I tell
Christmas cake? You got a Christmas cake you're not telling us about?
I don't know what he's talking about.
So actually, like a perfect, like I know a game, and I think it's on sale less than $5 if you like the Donut Dodo, Donkey Kong, those arcade type games. Check out Halloween 1985. It's super tough, but once you can get past the learning curve, it's.
I actually had that. I had that on NES cartridge.
Okay.
No, this is this game. It came out this year or last year. Sorry.
All right.
Wait, what's the name of the game? Because I had a game
Halloween
called
1985.
I don't get it.
Was it called something different? Haunted? How was it? Haunted? What's the game like?
No, just
is
Halloween.
It a platformer?
No, it's like Donut. It's like Donut Dodo. Here I can.
Okay, then it's a different game than I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
It just happened to have Halloween and 85 in the name. What are the odds?
Yeah. Like when I was streaming earlier this week, I was like, oh, let me just try to. Yeah, actually, it's $3.49. I was actually gonna. Here, let me share this. It's one of it's one of those games that like really should be on Evercade. It's twice as hard as like Donut Dodo, but you get to pick your levels. So it's it's kind of like it's so frustrating though. Like It's so frustrating, and you have to. And if you're playing it on Steam Deck, you have to manually go in and map your buttons to use like the keyboard arrow keys and the space bar. But it's really tough.
It looks
And it's on sale for like
a lot. It looks a lot like Donut Dodo, like a lot like.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Yes.
I'd be interested.
Yeah, but it's really choose between. It's more like start between like super hard masochist and I don't know. It's really tough. Like it was what? Yeah,
So it looks crazy.
1985. It is. It's crazy. Yeah, it came out on October 29th. But it's one of those games where I really had to like stick with it to kind of try to get good, but it's something I wish would be on Evercade.
Yeah, is it made from the same company that put like or the same studio? Because there was a Halloween game on Vita also that was side scroller, but it looks graphically the same as that.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
I forget. I wonder if same company that made it because it looks almost like a little bit lower poly version of that one.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I know what you mean. The Wonders is a question. When you look at all the carts that came out, what order would you release them? Taito 1, 2, 3, Neo Geo 1, 2, 3. Oh, would you spread them? Oh, like would you spread them out?
I'd spread them out.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Get more bang for your buck, right?
It's kind of confusing why they were doing that, and then like with Neo Geo 2 and 3, they released them both together. Maybe they had to both get them out, ASAP or something.
Yeah, maybe, right? I'm not sure.
Because they're Blaze.
But
yeah, I have no idea.
But they did that with like Tool Plane Collections and a couple other ones too.
Yeah, you get Neo Geo out.
Well, Duke Nukem 1 and 2, obviously. So
yeah, I don't know why they do that. Maybe they must have marketing data on why they do that. They have to, right? So
you give them credit. I think it was just shit. We got to release them. Let's put them together just because.
It gives them no credit. It's just like, oh shit, we got surprised. These are coming out.
Yeah, well, that's usually how they do things by the flyby by the seat of their pants for stuff.
Well, that's what you assume they do.
Let's just say if some things are planned out, that's kind of scary. That's all. I get the impression that with the way how licenses seem to be fluid, like maybe they get this one, they're working on 3 or 4 at the time, so they don't, things just kind of they're just kind of fluid and they just kind of fly by. That kind of like the seat of their pants when things kind of come out. It appears to be that way.
If that was the case, they wouldn't give us release dates. They would just say, "Hey, this is available now."
Well, once we actually know, I mean, I think up until that point when they do the trailer, I think sometimes they don't know. Well, it's kind of weird because Sean's hinted like sometimes they don't know, sometimes something might pop out,
or they don't want you to know.
Yeah,
they can't tell you everything they're working on.
No, but I think it depends on the person. Like for next year, I don't know. Like, would you want to know if you could know the entire like roadmap? Yes and no. I think hardware.
No, spread it out.
Be a surprise. I think hardware. They need to tell people like alphas and so that way you could like budget it and plan out because those aren't like cheap by any means. Like cheap. But I think they want you to buy the Taito and then they want you to buy the Neo Geo Alpha that'll come out this year. I'm like 99% sure. If they don't do that, it's a huge missed opportunity.
It seems like that would be the one everybody would want, the Neo Geo Alpha.
I don't think we'll get any more C64 collections, Gene. I think you're good.
No. It could potentially be C64 collections.
I think the blue carts now that they're at 10. And that's why I say this. I think that honestly, while Blaze has been working on these other license deals like Activision, those that I say were kind of like the filler carts. Those are the easy deals that they know that they could get, and they had to have something to keep like money going. It's like the Pac-Man for Arcade 1-Up. I don't know. It's the consistent, right?
Well, Arcade 1-Up. They have their deals that they've been re-releasing the same machines again and again and again.
Yeah.
That's true. That's what they do.
I would love to see a roadmap. I think that would be really cool if they put out a roadmap, an actual roadmap, and let us know like the first 6 carts of the year or something like that. That would be pretty cool.
I don't know. I'd like to see just like 2 at a time. You know, one.
No, just a roadmap showing the first 6 and then leaving the 6 blank, like kind of getting people excited. You know, I don't know.
You mean just flat out knowing what the first 6 were?
Yeah, because right now we have to wait for them, right?
Yeah, I'd be fine just knowing what the next 2 would be.
Yeah, but they could say the names of them, just don't have to give out the games, and then that could lead to a lot of speculation. It's like, oh, I wonder what's on Activision 2 or Activision 3 or whatever.
And the thing is, like we've learned is their roadmap, it never winds up being exactly what they say at the beginning of the year. Yeah. It always changes.
But they could be able to put the first few carts on the roadmap with confidence, right?
Yes.
If they're in manufacturing and stuff, right? So,
well, let's take a look at history.
See, okay. So this is kind of where you're saying, yeah, no, I think, yeah, I agree with Joe Whitlash. Like, it would have been nice to see like Taito 1, Neo Geo 2, Taito, yeah, just kind of spread them out, but still put the arcade carts together. Yeah, I think that would have been better.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. But I don't know. Like maybe they were thinking like since people buy them in bundles, they would be more likely to buy a bundle of the 2 Neo Geo and 2 Taito ones together. I don't know.
Ooh.
Let's see.
So, you know what? Could we get Neo Geo Puzzle Bobble? That would kind of be cool. I don't know.
The next 2 carts, when are they coming out? Are they coming out in February or March?
I don't know.
February.
Okay, so February.
Yeah, because they never release anything. And it's always at the end of the month, too, which kind of irritates me. Like, why not at the beginning?
Well, because Christmas. Holidays.
Well, no, I mean, just like in general, like all Blaze cart releases are always at the end of the month. Why never?
Indie Heroes Collection 2 released in January. January 2023. But for the most part,
yeah,
either February or March is when the first collections.
Yeah. Well, we already know. I mean, they already said with the Turkin 2 and Taito 3, it's going to be February.
Yeah, that's what I was asking because I didn't remember that at all.
Yeah, like so technically March. It might as well. They might as well have just said March 1st. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, at least they're consistent. But if this year, if they could actually just release 2 carts every 2 months and not have any ever delays, now that they have all the supplier issues supposedly sorted, I would be happy with that. We'll see.
What they should do is like if they put out a roadmap, put the first 2 carts on the map, and then the next 2. But then for the rest of them, just have the color of the carts if they know what they are, without revealing what they actually are.
I kind of feel like they used to do that at one point.
Was there even a roadmap for 2025? Did they ever come out?
No.
Or did we just like forget all about it?
I think 20 to have a. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I think 2023 was the last. Yes, no, I agree. G not getting 5 because the one thing they've started to do is as soon as they put the trailer, you can pre-order them, and I don't want to have to like pre-order like 5 carts at once or.
I just want 1 cart a month. Like that's all. Like that would be awesome. Just 1 cart a month. I know why they do in pairs. It's good for saving on shipping and stuff. But yeah, 1 cart a month would be good for me. That would be awesome.
No, I kind of like the 2 carts at a time thing.
Why? You're not playing any of them.
I will eventually.
True.
It doesn't matter to you. You're never going to get caught up.
The Evercade hoarder.
Yeah. That's like, you'll never get caught up.
Ever hoard.
Do you think Blaze can outlast me?
Yes, I think so. I think you'll never get caught up. Let's see if you can get. Do you think you'll get caught up in 2026?
No.
But that's another 12 getting added.
Hey, there was 3 months where this year I just straight out was not playing Evercade. I couldn't.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't think you'll get caught up because your backlog's too big. How many cards on your backlog?
Well, in all of 2025.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Let's start with the Llama stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
It's almost 2 years of carts on your backlog.
Well, no.
Why don't you just?
I'm on the Legacy of Kane collection, which was September of 2024. So it's a year and a half.
I'm just saying, almost 2 years of carts. 20 plus.
Yeah. just sit down on a Sunday and just go through them and play each, go through them.
Look,
and play
I
them.
got lots of things to do. I can't sit around playing games all day.
No. You choose priorities. Stop it.
Yes, I do choose.
You don't have children. Stop it. You work from home. Stop it.
I do work from home. I work from home. I don't play games while I'm working.
No, but you
sure.
You got more time than I do.
Yeah. No one's buying that, Crow, at all.
Well, I've been way too busy to. I've been way too busy to even lie about that.
Oh, okay. Well, but either way, I'm just telling you. I think you never will get caught up because of.
It may be the case, but that's not gonna stop you from moving on, because so many people keep asking for new videos. In fact, what I found odd is that Retro Titans podcast, they were talking about me for a little bit on there, Crazy Burger, because they were talking about all the people that release Evercade stuff. You were mentioned, Ed was mentioned, and then when my name came up, they start talking about how I'm so far behind. I don't know why he even bothers, but his videos are the best.
Oh, nice.
So, but everybody keeps saying that, so I'm just going to keep doing it. I was thinking I wouldn't make any more videos on it till I caught up, but I decided, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm just going to take it one card at a time, regardless of how long it takes. And yeah, so I will put out a Legacy of Kain collection video whenever I finish that. I think I'm about halfway through the first game. I really been playing it almost every day for the last week.
Yeah, you've probably played it enough to where you could review it.
No, I have to finish it. What if something happens at the very end of the game I don't like?
See, that's the problem. Then you'll never get to you know. At some point, you got to play enough of a game and have a good judgment about it, or you'll never get through it.
Because how do I know? Like the Devil May Cry. How do I know if the last level is going to be completely different from the rest of the game?
I don't think you need to be able to review or call it a first look, or you know. If you're too much of a perfectionist, then you'll never get through it, man.
Well, if I make a video, it's going to be on YouTube forever, so better be right.
Yeah.
It's only on. Yeah. It's only on forever if it needs to be on forever.
True. You always remove it.
Somebody's already.
Have I heard about that before? Retro Titans. Whose channel?
Maybe I might have brought it up before. I don't
know.
But
they're a podcast. Yeah.
Is it on a channel? It's on Crazy's channel.
I listen to it on actual podcast. I don't watch it on YouTube.
Oh,
correct.
I should subscribe to that. I've never. What channel is not on YouTube?
Yeah.
If they're on YouTube, I'm not aware of it.
Okay. I think what Crazy Burger did is he took like 10 minutes, the best, there was a video, like, I don't know. He took there was like 10 minutes of it. But yeah, I think they're audio.
It's really one guy, and I can't remember who it is, but he always has a guest on.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. I'm glad that they do that. I'm gonna make it. I guess I can do it on iPhone. Subscribe to it. I love listening.
Yeah.
Should be on anything.
What am I use for podcast? I used to use something, and now I can't remember.
I'll like if they have if they have like official people from Blazon, I'll listen to it.
Oh, cool. I'll get it on iTunes.
Some interesting
Pocket Casts. I use Pocket Casts.
Yeah, that is on iTunes.
Very cool, man. Yeah, I'm always looking for a new podcast, especially retro.
Cool. Yeah, I think they talk other stuff, but I haven't listened. I haven't listened to the Evercade centric episodes. A few of them.
Oh, cool. Yeah, no,
they're all tangentially related to Evercade in one way or another.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Well, Evercade it is, I still think, probably the #1 retro company out right now that's doing stuff. They're pretty good. Atari's kind of half retro, half modern, so Atari's pretty good too. But
yeah, I don't know what the Atari's retro stuff. Were you releasing old cartridges and new cartridges?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that's pretty much what Evercade's doing.
Yeah.
Right? Evercade's doing something similar.
Well, the funny thing is that about the way Atari's doing it feels more like it originally was than
yes,
Blaze.
Yeah, of course,
because it's you're just buying one game. It's coming with a manual and everything. Whereas it's with Evercade, you're buying a collection. I think Polymega is the closest to Evercade. Yeah, that's. Yeah,
they're doing collections, but
it's more expensive.
They're doing the collections on CD.
a lot more expensive, and you have to like wait like a year or two to.
Oh, wait, I don't even think they sell Polymega anymore. I don't even
Yeah.
think you can order a Polymega anymore. But yeah, they're coming out with the app for the computer, so I know they're still working on that. So if you have a disk drive, you'll be able to put their game disc on the drive and play it. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know how well that's gonna do when they're competing with Steam and.
Yeah,
It's the
exactly.
thing. It's like with the Evercade, you're actually buying cartridges and you have a device to do that. With if you're doing the Polymega thing on the PC, what the end result is you're just playing the game the same you would have done if you had just downloaded it and emulated it yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I was never a fan of their app. That's why I have the console, right? So that for me is a better value.
Yes.
Plus,
yeah.
I didn't have to pay $700 for mine because I pre-ordered mine when it first was announced. And I only paid $249 for mine.
I would have been more interested in it if they had stuck with FPGA.
I know
Like
we've
they
heard
were
that a
doing at the
million
beginning.
times from you.
Yeah.
But I still doesn't matter to me.
Yeah,
I
the
think
problem.
FPGA is a pile of BS. Also, it's just
It could, yeah, it could be, but it could just be an excuse to get.
Oh, it's a system on a chip. It's still just.
It's not. You can say it's not emulation.
Yeah, and it's not the original either. So it's
not.
This,
it is technically hardware.
it's just
emulation.
Imster gatekeeper collector gatekeeper people in the retro community just chose. It's like Betamax versus VHS, and they're on their high ground. And it's like if it ain't FPGA, screw that. You're not really playing it, and I just do that to you guys. That's what I do.
Well, technically, you could go back as far as if you're not playing on original hardware on a CRT TV with all the equipment that was available at the time the game was released.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you're not really playing the game.
Exactly.
The problem was that it needed to come out 2 or 3 years before Evercade came out, and the price needed to be way cheaper. Then it would have been awesome. But.
Yep. Oh my God, it's that time.
I got delayed a while. It used to be called
Yeah.
Mega Blocks or something.
Oh yeah, like I said, man, I had it. I gave up on it, and all of a sudden it just showed up one day, and I'm like, "What? This is awesome!"
I'll still
right here. It's my Polymegas right there. I don't know if you guys can see it.
No, we see Activision.
There, right there. See it? Oh, because
No.
got that
Blackness.
You're
Oh, it is.
Oh, now I'm all crooked.
No,
no,
I do think
you just seem like a ghost at this point. You're
Yeah.
floating around.
I do think if they came out with a Polymega Lite that was just a CD-ROM console only, and it just played Polymega collections, and it was like $100 or so, then they may have something with that.
Well, that would just be an external CD-ROM drive.
Maybe.
Okay, well, yeah,
Maybe not.
yeah,
All right, guys, I got to get going.
yeah.
All right.
I think it's about that time. So thanks everyone for watching, and I guess we'll see you next weekend.
Yeah, check out my Lamasoft video. It's crazy. But make sure you take the meds first.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thanks, Crashline, Immortal Sojourn, Amber Cummings, Joe Whitlush, Alex Groot.